Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Idiot Investor. Interesting day in the market. It's been a while. I don't know if I posted last week on our short 4th of July holiday. Hope everyone had a good time. I sure did. So, the S&P is not that interesting to me at this level. We're approaching the highs of the last 3 months again. I think we may break out and hit a new all-time high on VU pretty soon. I mean, growth just keeps on doing it. You know, the Qs are way past their old high. Not way past, but $8 past their old growth high. And it makes sense. Those are the good companies right now. Those are the Nvidias, the Amazons, the Apples. That's what's killing it right now. And I'm kind of interested right now in momentum. If we get a significant dip in the market, I think you should be buying momentum, buying growth. But that's only if we get a big hit. If it keeps going up and everything else keeps lagging, then I think you guys should be buying financials, REITs, utilities. I wish we could just buy Amazon stock, but it's $3,000. I mean, that's like 6 times a full position for me. I like to keep $400 to $600 max position so I can have diversity in my portfolio. I don't like anything to be over 5% of my portfolio. I like to keep it at 3%. I think you guys should too. But momentum has some great stocks in there. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Johnson, Nvidia, United Health, Adobe, Netflix. Those are some big hitters. So I think momentum's pretty good. I think VUG growth looks a lot like that. So you really can't go wrong with either. Growth is a much lower expense ratio. So if that's something that's important to you, look for that. So maybe just go with that. But you're getting Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet, Visa, Home Depot. So less tech heavy on the momentum or on the growth side. Momentum is all tech right now. Tech and Amazon. Tesla. Freaking Tesla, man. Let's talk about Tesla. If I got in on them when I started investing back in August of 19, I started around August 16th. I got real about August 20th. I could have gone from 229 to 137. 40. Goddamn. Over that year, it's gone up 500%. That hurts, man. Everybody said Tesla's going to go bankrupt. That, they're doing accounting gimmicks and shit. Now look at them. Now they're worth more than any car company. Pretty interesting. I would not say go buy it now. It's probably going to pull back eventually. I don't know. Maybe once it gets to $1,000, relatively, that's a good deal. So people are going to be buying. People aren't. I don't know if it ever go back to 300, 350. You'd have to have one serious shift from growth into value, and I don't see that happening. Something about a discount rate. You guys should probably look that up. I should too. But the reason growth is doing so well is because of the discount rate. At least that's one reason. I got real close to buying American Express today. I was going to buy it at $90.05. Didn't quite get there. Financials taking a big hit. And if you're a long-term investor, I think you'll be just fine. I think buying now, buying when things are low is smart. Buy low, sell high. You don't buy growth at the top and get nervous when it goes down. Thought about BIP, Brookfield Infrastructure. They might have a big infrastructure bill. But kind of concerns me that how little money they make. I mean, they have a massive. This says 200. I don't know if that's right or not. I think it might be, because they only make. A quick and dirty way to see what kind of PE they have is just take their earnings. They make 8 cents. Multiply that times 4. 8, 16, 20 for 32. They make 32 cents a year, and it's a $40 stock. So I think if I'm doing this right, you would do 40 divided by 32 cents, which puts them at 125 PE, which is redonkulous. But you know what? All these people were paying that same shit too, so I think if that's where you want to be, I think it's a good play. I think if you think infrastructure is gonna be buoyed by this, some tailwinds, then go for it. I think it is. I gotta answer that. Hold on. All right. Well, it's been an interesting couple days for utilities. I've been pushing utilities. I really think they're undervalued right now. Last 3 months they're down, whereas opposed to the market is up 15%, and that's mainly because of growth and technology. So I've been trying to buy all the unloved sectors right now, the ones that are low, the ones that I need to have a properly balanced portfolio, because some things I'm low on right now, like financials. I'm still low on. Maybe that's because they fell 50% in the S&P. I don't know. But buying financials and utilities. I bought a new utility, Dominion Energy. It's been in the news. They sold something like $10 billion of their assets and debt to Berkshire Hathaway. And people didn't like that because natural gas is pretty profitable for them, I'm pretty sure, and it's one of those cleaner energies, natural gas, as opposed to coal. So I don't know what Dominion's doing, but I still think it's a good core holding kind of utility. If we look at VPU, hold on. So as I was saying, if you look at the utilities top holdings, this is often what I do to find the best companies. So I'll look at what's the top holding in the sector, and it's obviously NextEra Energy at 13%. So that's one I think you guys should have in your portfolio, even at these levels, especially at these levels. I think it could break out soon. Looking at NextEra, it's part of the clean energy move. The iClean and TAN, I've been talking about those. iClean did very well today. Let's take a look. Up 3.3%. 6.5 for the week. Only up 0.7 and 0.8 for the S&P. So clean energy is really cleaning up right now. Anyway, next one is Dominion. So I bought it. Why not? It's the second largest holding in the utilities. And I think utilities are undervalued. And, after it fell 11% in a day, it was definitely undervalued in my eyes. Duke Energy is one I also own. Quality company, low PE, high dividend. Y'all should have that on your list. Southern Co. That's probably the next utility on my list. American Electric, that's okay. We're getting kind of to the lower end of the dividends. What is that? American Electric Power. 3.3, 22 dividend, or PE. So, a little on the higher end. Still, good growth for a freaking utility company. Alright, we're back. So what's interesting in the market? What looks good? I'm looking VTI. This is something I want to pick up for my individual account to get all the diversity. We got real close to my strike price. I was looking for 158 flat today. So that's where I bought before. It got there once in the last month. It's gotten to 158 once. That's why I like it. I'm using these old highs and lows. And don't get greedy. You're not going to get 156.29, so just go 158. Don't get greedy. All right? Cuz I think this is going to hit all-time highs not too long. Unless we have a massive down period where growth goes down heavily. And I've been hesitant to suggest buying just tech, VGT I'm talking about, because you don't want to chase performance. I mean, if you look at this thing, it's a freaking check mark. It barely went down. And buying companies now, buying these Nvidias and Adobes and Apples and Microsoft, you're probably fine. But there's a reversion to the mean in the stock market. So when tech goes crazy like this, it's only a matter of time before it underperforms and other things catch up and they reach parity. I think if you bought every pullback in VGT, you'd be good. You'd be solid. Every time you had a down day, goes down $2 or $3, you buy. I think that'd be a good strategy, but just be hesitant about trying to jump into the most successful thing. You want to get there before it turns into the most successful sector or whatever it is. And that's why I'm trying to get into things that haven't skyrocketed, like iClean. This one's skyrocketing, up 31% versus the market's 14% versus tech's 26%. So actually iClean it's going up a little too fast for my liking, but it would have been a good time to get in when I said, that's a problem. You got to put your money where your mouth is, and that can be hard to do. TAN is up 5% today, and so do you want to buy after it goes up 16%? After TAN's gone 50%? Cracking all-time highs? Not really. I really don't want to. You're in a low PE, so that's when I say, I just got to buy VU, but the VU's high too. So I say, international? No, that's almost up there. So what's still left? So we have, like I've been saying, financials down, very much down. Utilities, very much down. Buy low, sell high, guys. You could buy Spotify at 270 and, probably go to 300. I'm looking at Spotify and I'm thinking it's only up 62% since IPO. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not up 1,000%. It's not going to come crashing down. It might. But who doesn't use Spotify? I mean, Spotify is ubiquitous at this point. Shopify, all these growth stocks, it's just so ridiculous, and it's hard to buy. Is Shopify worth $1,000? Probably not. People were not paying this much before a pandemic. So why are they now all of a sudden paying double? That's just something you gotta be careful of. For us long-term investors, we'll probably be fine buying utilities and the unloved sectors right now. Alibaba doing quite well, catching up with the market. Gold, I haven't mentioned that, but I sure wish I got in on that. I sold too early. I sold back in December. I was like, this isn't moving. I don't like gold as an investment. It's a boomer ass investment. Why would anybody pay money for gold? It's like a useless commodity. It just sits there looking pretty. But with inflation and the Feds printing money, there's a reason it's going up. It's because you can't get any money in bonds. You're getting negative returns with inflation and everything. So gold holds its value, supposedly, and that's kind of what people are betting on. It's up, doing very, very well, beating the market. So that's something you guys should probably get into. I think even right now, it just broke up it's got no resistance anymore. So if you can get a position in at $32, you might as well. You kind of have to. I'm still not getting in. I'm just buying more stocks and ETFs. Let's see how Q's been doing. Reaching new highs again. I told you not to invest, but I still hold by that. Don't invest in Q's. Buy VGT, buy growth. Yeah, that's the market. That's what I'm buying. That's what I'm interested in. Take it for what you will. Thanks for joining me for another exciting episode of Idiot Investor. Have a great week. Bye-bye.